Okay, so in the last video, what we went over was alerts, and we also went over how to add a scheduled blood glucose check to GlucoCare. So it just happened to occur right while we were filming the video. So we got to see the different banners and how the color changes. Now I'm going to show you how to add a non-scheduled blood glucose check to GlucoCare. All right, so now we have a patient here, Batman. They've been on it for 7 minutes. We're supposed to wait 53 minutes for this next blood sugar check. So let's go ahead and go into this patient. We'll click their name and we'll look. This patient was previously on an insulin drip. It was 156. It was running at 5 units per hour. We increased it to 185. Sorry, the blood sugar went up to 185 and we increased the rate and gave a bolus. So now let's imagine that 10 minutes is pretty fast, but let's imagine that sometime later the patient's not looking so good and we're wondering if something happened, like say the blood sugar's low. You can always do an urgent check and put that into the system. So let's go ahead and do that. Right here it says click for early check. Let's go ahead and click that. Okay, so now let's imagine that the blood sugar went from 185 to 110 within 10 minutes of us making that change. Let's go ahead and submit that. It's going to ask you to confirm, as it does for everything, confirm that glucose reading. So what happened? So the blood sugar went from 185 to 110 within 10 minutes. So that's too fast. So that means that your patient right now is at risk for hypoglycemia. So what the computer system does is it's telling you to stop the insulin drip. You notice that it's all capitalized, big red letters. Your next check is going to be in 15 minutes. So now there are times when you have to check it more frequently than 1 hour. And those times are when your patient is at risk for hypoglycemia. So let's go ahead and click submit. We will confirm that we're going to stop the insulin drip. And then we're going to begin that 14-minute or 15-minute countdown until the next blood sugar check. So here's the timeline. They started at 156, they went up to 185. Now they're down to 110. You can see that sharp drop, which is why the computer system is concerned. Our insulin drip shuts off, and now we're waiting for 15 minutes to check and see how the patient's doing.